everyone, hope you're all well and having a good time. So it's Friday night's book haul. So I didn't purchase any books today, but I did grab a few out of the recycle bins. Not the best, but there's a few that are okay. Now firstly, I've got this pile here. Now all of these I got purely for the covers because they're in really good nick. They must just have an overflow of your larger hardbacks. So most of the covers I have are either quite big or they're little ones, and I don't mind the little ones, but I hate having to cut my pages when I'm making my journals. So when I saw them, I thought they almost looked like you could fold an A4 and it would fit. And as you can see, that way it does fit really well. They're a little bit long, but I'm thinking I might be able to chop them down a bit somehow. Don't know how yet. I'm a bit worried about killing my oldie guillotine if I use that. So I have used it for some other chipboards and that, but yes, I'll have to look into that. But otherwise, they seem like a really good size. So I grabbed 6 just for the covers, and also a few of these are quite wide, so I'd be able to fit, you know, a good 3-4 signatures in that without having to make a new spine for it. Move those out of the way. And then there were quite a few religious books today. Prayers for Little People. This one I thought was really sweet and had the most gorgeous illustrations. It's 1974 too, but look at that. Just the colours and the illustration is absolutely gorgeous. So, and I think it looks like it's poetry, yeah. So I'd grab it because it's in too good a nick to go, and I love the illustrations, and some people really like using these sort of pages for prayer journals and that sort of thing. My first Bible dictionary, I think this had, yeah, stickers in the back. Thought I might be able to do something with those, even on your ATCs and that sort of thing. And then it's got your little pictures and words which I can use to make some ephemera. Little boy Jesus helps his mother. Looks like it's 74 it was gifted, so it must be about that age. And again, just really nice pictures. There's not much in this one, a few pages. My Bible friends. Don't know if it says it's how old it is. I don't think it does, but nice illustrations again. "3D Bible stories." It's a bit like the other 3D books they were bringing out. There's a big craze of these not so long ago. So I thought I might be able to do something with some of the pictures. Don't know what, but I think that'd be quite an interesting background for a artist trading card, something like that. Oh, that's nice, purple. Bible encyclopedia for the family. Just love some of the pictures in this one as well. Don't know if that... What are these? Don't have the date on them. Oh. Yeah, some great pictures. And some nice Aztec ones in some of these, so they'll be really cool for a journal in that theme. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'll have to chop that one out for my son's journal when I get around to making it next year sometime, no doubt. The cover might be nice for a glue book or something as well. And then there were 2 of these illustrated family encyclopedia of the Living Bible. They look quite new. Oh, it says 67. Wow. I love the cover though. It's like all like gilded and gold and beautiful. So I might even do something with those covers. I can't believe it's 67. Again, just really great Aztec pictures. I say Aztecs, I don't know what the right term is, so that'll do. I think you know what I mean. But yeah, lots of cool pictures in these ones. And this one, I don't know if the... Oh yeah, this one's A, that one was B that we just looked at. So I've got A and B. Don't know what happened to the rest of them. That one doesn't look as exciting. I'm sure there'll be a few bits in there. Quick and easy recipes. Really 70s, late 60s. Let's have a look. 65, yeah, I thought so. You can just tell when they've got colours like that. So retro, but for some reason I really am attracted to this style for a recipe journal in the future. I reckon these would make really cool little journaling cards. The food does not look very appetizing. And a Webster's Dictionary illustrated. This is really cool. It's so brown. And because it's bigger, the type in it's a bit bigger too, so it'll be really cool to rip out and use. 1977 this one is. And it does have pictures here and there. A heron there. But yeah, so they're quite big. So I'll be able to rip around them and stick them onto things, and they won't need too much inking because they're quite nicely coloured. And then I got the Wonder Book Stories and Poems. I was excited when I saw the outside, but it wasn't quite as good as what I expected. But still too good to go in the bin. It is glossy, which is a bit annoying. 77 this one is. It's got a whole lot of different stories in it. And it's got illustrations. I think there are a few colour ones. Somewhere, maybe. Maybe not. Oh yeah, thought there were. Lots of black and white, so there might be a few that are interesting in there. Might be a fun read too, that one. I'll just move my piles a bit closer. Amazing facts about Australian frogs and reptiles. That looks so cool. The funniest things, frogs. Not sure about the date on that either, but nice wildlife pictures. Some of these would be good for the glue book. I had to grab this Skippy the bush kangaroo. I don't really like Skippy much, but it's drawn all over, so no wonder it was in the bin. It's 69, but what I do love is the pictures of the kangaroos for Australian themed journal. There's a few real good ones where Skippy would be cool to cut out. It's a pity about the drawing on some of the pages. And there was Animalia. Most people would be familiar with Graham Base or Animalia. So this one's very chewed up on the edges. But yeah, couldn't see that staying in the bin either. I'm sure there's bits and pieces. That picture is absolutely beautiful with those unicorns. So I thought I can cut some bits out of that. Peacocks. It's the type of book that if it was in good nick I would feel bad cutting it up, but because it's damaged it's quite easy to cut that one up. Yesterday's Daughters, Stories of Our Past by Women Over 70. This is, does it say? 1986. It's got a few vintage pictures in it. That might be handy. Be interesting to read their stories too, probably. That's a cute one. If I can find it again. The little girls. Now this one, which I didn't want to grab to begin with. I've slipped in here all the coloured pages that I ripped out of all the books that I wasn't taking. That one's out of the teddy bear book, but then I looked at the pictures in it and had to grab it. So I'll just pull them out. Got a few nice ones today. That one was quite interesting. Get out the way. So Teddy Bear's Christmas, this one. 85. But it has such cool, look at that, pictures of teddy bears. I reckon Chrissy would love this one. So yes, I must do something with that sometime. Then they had, some man came in and he had bags full of accounting books. And he had these, the university teaching ones or whatever. Of course we can't sell them or anything, but I saw the purple covers and I thought, I'll take them home, take the binding out, put it in the bin, and I will use the covers, especially because they're purple. And then my last little pile is a whole lot of little books. So I'll start with these two. I just like the way these look. Ice cream dishes and how to make them, and cocktails and how to mix them. Oh, and there were these in one of the books. Index cards are a bit mould, but I'll cut the bad bits off and use them. Now, do these have a date? 1952 they are. Tiny little books. And they've just got a whole lot of recipes in them, but they're nice and aged, so I just thought they were cute, so I grabbed them. This is the cocktail one. Tipperary tuxedo cocktail. I have to look up a few of these. Boomerang cocktail. There was this, the Shaggy dog. Purely got it just because it's old and looked interesting, and it says dog and it's got a dog, so that always gets me in. 1953 this one, so it is Shaggy Dog and Other Surrealist Stories told by John Waller. Yeah, that might be a fun one to read as well. It's got little illustrations. Nice and old though. Thrilling Fact and Fiction Sea Adventures. I can't remember why I got this one. Let's have a look. Probably just because it was old. Yes, I think I did just get it because it's old. 1961, and it has, I don't know what that is, a bit of fluff or dead bug or something. Ew. Never know what you can find. Oh, it does have a few little, I love little illustrations like that. And I love the way the pages are in this one. Oh, that's a nice one of the ship as well. And then these three, I was hoping these would end up in the recycle bin. Australian Pharmaceutical Formulary, 1955. 1964, and I can't say that word, Pharmacopsia, is that the way you say it, of the Royal Adelaide Hospital. That one's interesting. My mum worked there for a little bit, I think. 1952, and I thought these would be quite cool for your I don't know, for your witchy journals, that sort of thing. Gargarismata. Gargles. Gargarismata. Won't read that next one. Misturopotasi iodide. Yeah, so that's quite interesting. Bit of writing on them, but that's alright. It's old. Really cool. And there's this one. I even like the covers on these. And I tell you what, for that age, that cover's not too bad. So it'd be nice to make a little journal in that one and that one as well. A nice little size. Aren't they cool? Belladonna. Children's section. And this one. There's something a bit different than what I usually get. Oh, I haven't been showing you very closely, have I? So that is it for my book haul tonight. So I hope everyone has a really good weekend and I will see you again soon. Bye.